You know, understand what all happened, the ending and everything.
I think so, but I want us to talk about it.
Yeah, I'm gonna need
So,
you to. Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
because that was another thing. You come to the end of this journey, and you're like, especially toward the end, or what I thought was the end, which was actually the middle. But you're like,
but wait, there's
I
more.
need there to be a concrete resolution. Like, I can handle how long this is if it makes some kind of sense at the end. And so then we got there, and I was like, I don't love it. But then at the very end, you're like, okay, I like this. Like, I like the ending, the bookend, how we kind of put it together and how we show what we showed in the beginning, but then we show more of it. And so it's kind of like it's letting you in on a secret. And so I thought that was fun. So anyway, Callie, you need to say your thoughts.
I don't have any thoughts right now. So
Do you understand the ending?
I'm still trying to wrap my mind around it because I can't. I've got several different theories in my brain, and I don't know which one of them is the one I need to follow. So
Explain them. I mean, I don't fully know because
I don't know.
I know on the director's commentary, it's like, listened to it like years ago. He started going into explanation, but I didn't want to know because it doesn't really matter what the director thinks. It's just what matters what the viewer thinks.
Right.
And I didn't want that clouding my judgment, so yeah, you explain what you think happened.
Well, so like, I mean, like, okay, I can't think of his name right now.
Because we didn't know it.
No,
Charlie Winters, Woody Strode.
Woody Strode. Is that who I'm talking about?
Yeah,
The black guy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, probably cut that out.
he's either Indian or black. I
He's-
forget what he is.
Whatever
white.
he is.
Oh
Okay.
yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
Anyway,
because he's so like he looks like just a mix of a bunch of stuff.
yeah, and he
that's
looks
what
like
makes him
he's,
cool.
like been
No.
carved out of wood in like the best way possible.
Yeah.
Like he's just worn looking, which
Yeah.
Yes.
That Native American look, just
yeah.
I'm pretty
stoic
sure.
as hell.
We'll have to look. But
Yeah.
I thought he was fully black.
So, okay. I don't know because like he's kind of this ghostly presence, like you said. So like he's riding in on a black horse. He is dressed in all black. His dog is like a Rottweiler that's mostly black. And they come out of the fog.
Something's outside
Something's
knocking on the
outside.
door.
Oh no.
Oh no.
So
We're gonna die.
Okay, so you have like all of this. It's like kind of there's something going on here. You don't know what it is. He brings the body. There's really no explanation from where the body came from. He just has the body here. I don't know where the other person's at. I have no idea. Whatever. He doesn't really tell them that, but they just kind of surmise that. But then they're just sitting here watching him smoke his pipe. Okay, whatever. And then he gets on the horse and he leaves. Okay, so you're like, there's something weird going on here. But then, at the end, he shows up again. But then he disappears. So you're like, but then he leaves his compass. So then you're like, there's still something weird going on here. And like at the very beginning, before the first kill, well, not like right before the first kill, but like whenever they're walking through the ghost town, like they walk past like a dark alley and there's like this big plume of smoke that comes out. And you're like, oh, is he sitting back there smoking his pipe? Because like when he's smoking his pipe, you're seeing lots of smoke. So then I'm trying to connect that in my head to see if that's what it is. Like, is he there the whole time? Is he the ghost of the ghost town? Like, but then why does he let them see him? But then at the end, you see the picture of the captain. So you're like, okay, so this, you feel like it's bookending it, kind of like, okay, he was talking about the captain, maybe he was the captain, whatever. It all makes sense. Is that what you were saying, Jesse? Kind of at bookending things?
Yes and no.
Okay. Well, you can talk more in just a minute. Logan's have to cut all this out. But then,
Idiot.
So but then with the statues, so this is a different tangent, and I don't understand. So you have the butcher, the baker, and the candlestick maker, which is fun. So at the beginning, you see the head cut off, the baker and the candlestick maker, and the butcher's holding the bloody chopping knife, or whatever you call it, cleaver, I guess. But at the end, all three of their heads are cut off. So you're like, is that supposed to be symbolic of something? What have I missed? I don't know. I think I'm just not intelligent enough to understand. So please, someone else talk.
I mean, it's like, yeah, like, he tells a story about the captain and stuff, and, like me and the captain, behind that wheel. And then he talks about how they were given, like, a new ship and, like, a crew, company men, whatever. So I don't know, like, did the company man kill the captain? And did he like die? Like, did he get killed too, or did he just like die? And now in death, in the afterlife, now he's going to avenge the captain by killing off the three people that killed the captain, whatever. No, this is the last one, so. So like now, like when he kills this last killer, whatever, this ghost, and then that's why the compass falls, because he kind of fades away. It's like, all right, his job here is done, and I can kind of cross over to the heaven or hell or whatever he's going. So
he's at peace. Maybe so.
But I don't know. But I don't know the full story of like, the butcher, the candle, and I don't understand like.
Is that just
the history of that?
Yeah.
What that means.
And then like the old couple that show up at the end, what's their deal? Who are they?
You know who they are.
You know.
Just Dewey. It's Deputy Dewey and Gail Weathers, but they're here.
Drop in.
The dewdrop.
But yeah, I think they just worked with the Raffin Company, because he said like, they'll be here tonight or in the morning. So I say they just
they're from the ranch.
They just,
whatever.
I guess found them from.
Yeah.
Okay.
And to me, that's like you're kind of setting up the bookend. So you've started the movie with the beginning that you're like, what's this about? You see the beheading, and then it's normal. They're all out here for their little deal, and then it kind of devolves into the madness that follows, and then we start to climb back out of that. So then. The return of Woody Strode, drop the compass, then we bookend it by the couple showing up, so then you kind of have completion of the arc of the rafting trip.
But why do they show up at night?
And then, been looking for them all day. They didn't know where they were. Took them all night to backtrack. And then you have the, kind of the final completion of the bookend at the, back to the captain's cabin.
Yeah.
I personally believe, I like what Logan said, because I hadn't thought about dropping the compass being like a completed mission.
Kind of like it's over.
So I think that's fun. But I think that the captain is actually the ghost. And I mean, I guess Woody Strode sort of is, but you never actually see any of the kills. You never actually see what happens. So I think the captain inhabits the town and is doing all the killing, because my understanding of when Woody Strode's telling the story is that his captain could put that ship in any hell that was put in front of it, but then they didn't give him a ship. Those company men took it away. And this is like, as we said previously, kind of a ritzy business retreat, at least for the only two people who we really know why they're there. Everybody else, we're not sure. And so, but I wonder, is this a common stop for like rich people? Oh, we'll take you out in the wilderness and we'll take you out to this town. So I viewed it personally as the captain is avenging these company men who, have their money. It's really, to me, it's almost a comment on capitalism, but that he's avenging these people who thought they knew better, took the ship away from him because they knew better how to run it, but then they don't really know how to do anything. So they'll come out here and he can kill them. But then that kind of leaves a hole for Woody Strode's character. I mean, he's the minion and the helper, but then what role does he play in this? Is he part of the torment that he comes by almost as a savior, but then doesn't really do anything to help them? Is it part of prolonging their agony? But then they don't end up killing all of them. So then you're back to what you said about, rather than killing everybody, is it just killing certain ones? The two businessmen were the first two to go, but then why do you kill some of the other ones? So I don't know. It's not perfect and I don't love it, but that's where I went. But then I also thought that, alternatively, at one point you see one of the bodies on the floor moving after they've put him in the sheriff's office. So I'm drawing a blank on the guy's name. Green Acres guy and mortuary guy. Yeah. First one to die. Was he actually the killer? And so somehow manages to fake his own death, or the girl who finds him is in on it with him. Yeah. And then they start killing everybody else off. And then Woody Strode is just a figment of their imagination as they're, under duress and out here alone and perhaps dehydrated and everything else. So, some thoughts.
They've got their Dr. Pepper. They're not dehydrated.
And cold beer. They got cold beer.
Cold beer. No, that's a good, okay.
With a cold Dr. Pepper, you'll never go thirsty.
Especially with that sugar-free.
Yeah, that is interesting. Yeah, you just never know. They could be going crazy and just imagining him and 'cause he's just in and out just like that. And yeah, just yeah, him just killing the captain. Yeah, I kind of like the idea of the cat. So like you're thinking like the captain kind of just lives in this town now and just kind of knocks off rich people or just rich people that he thinks.
Or like those who wronged him. To
Yeah.
your point, that was my thought. I mean, I don't know that. Like I said, it doesn't perfectly fit. I feel like if this was like more like The Fog, I made that joke earlier. But if it was like kind of this old town on the ocean, that would make more sense. So it's kind of like I don't understand why would the captain inhabit this ghost town. I mean, it's on a river, but not quite. I don't know.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that was my thought after seeing the ending.
Okay.
I was a sailor, you know, for 40 years. Sailed the Horn 35 times. Many times. Night like this. We'd run before the wind. Me behind that big iron wheel. And the captain standing her face into that watery hell. That old man feared nothing. Me and the captain, we came here when they give him nary another ship. They were cruel men, thems that run the ships. Company men. The captain gave me this the first time I sailed the Horn.
What was the name of the town this takes place in?
Terlingua.
Does that take place on the coast or anything?
No, it's in Texas. So it's like right on the border with Mexico. So when we were there back in the summer, it was close to Big Bend National Park, which is on the Rio Grande. And that is kind of how the Rio Grande looks, with the
Yeah.
mountains
And it's
behind
a
it
big
and stuff.
rafting.
Yeah, and there were a lot of
Yeah.
rafts, so yeah, it wouldn't really be close to anything like that. So that's a hole in my story.
Like I said, filmed at Paramount Ranch next to Spawn Ranch, but probably I don't know, but
Probably.
Looks like it.
It does.
but it is funny how they try to be like, hey, this is in Texas, like University of Houston and the Houston Oilers
Yeah.
have, but I don't know, like maybe they took the boat from and he kind of just was like, I'm just gonna live on the Mexico border and just drink my pain away or something, and
Yeah.
could just come in this town and made it his, hellhole or whatever, and then he died, but he just kept staying, and Woody's gonna free him or something. It's like, all right, you gotta end this reign of terror or something. Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe so.
Yeah, because it is like you said, the drop in the compass does kind of
Yeah.
seems to symbolize mission completed in some regard. So then there has to be some completion to what he's trying to do, but then I don't understand exactly what it is. Because, my narrative, it would be killing all of them, not just some.
Yeah.
But, maybe you kill the older men who are the more business wealthy people, and then you leave the kids alone because they're not really part of what you're... I don't know.
Interesting to think about.